Hey, welcome to This Week on Hot Golf. We are in Thailand for the World Golfers Championships, where amateur golfers from all over the world are going to test their skills here in Thailand. So let's get ready to tee it up with me, you, and the monk. All right, welcome to the 16th Annual World Golfers Championship. What is the World Golfers Championship? It's for amateur players like me and you. I don't know about you, but I'm like well, if they had a 32 handicap, that would be me. There's 5 different flights, from the guys that are pretty darn good to guys like me who are spraying the ball all over the place. All over the world, from countries from Nigeria, Sweden, Austria, Switzerland, of course, the United States of America also. People compete on a club level, then they move on to a national final. For example, in the United States this year, it was in Phoenix, Arizona. Then if you win at the national level, guess what? You get a free trip to the World Golfers Championship Finals. This year it happens to be in Thailand. Before, it's been in places like South Africa, Dominican Republic, Florida, United States of America. It's been held all over the world. It's a great event, but you know what? It's beyond just golf. It's about people. It's about making new friends. And that's what you're going to see in this episode, is how people from all over the world talk one common language. 4! And nice putt. And keep your head down and follow through. All translate to one language, and that's called golf. So let's get ready and let's enjoy the World Golfers Championship from Thailand.
The tournament had been running for 16 years, and it was started by the Swedish sport icon, Mr. Sven Tumba. And he involved his friends, among others Arnold Palmer as our patron, that he had played a lot of golf with in the past. And also Seve Ballesteros as the honorary chairman of our advisory board. The countries that we have played in is, we started the whole thing 16 years ago in America, in PGA at West Palm Beach. And we had the tournament there for a couple of years before we moved on, and slowly growed the company to what it is today after 16 years, with almost 30 countries participating from all over the world. And we have been to places like Dominican Republic, we have been to different places in America, we have been playing in Europe, in Spain, in South Africa, in Malaysia, in Thailand, and we are looking forward next year to get back to Durban, KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. This tournament is probably the only, or it is the only one with 5 handicap groups where people from all over the world can come together, know each other. We have a motto that sport promotes friendship and business. And a lot of business have been done by coming to this tournament. We have people now from South Africa investing in Nigeria and opposite. And I think that goes for all over the world. We have big parties in Ukraine, in Russia, in America, etc. So whoever wants to be part of a real amateur golf tournament under professional-like circumstances should come and look at our website and see how can we be part of this. We are having a website for people to visit and see what we are doing. It's www.worldgolfers.com. And there you can find out information about the tournament, who participates, and we welcome new countries always to come and be part of our tournament, to be the biggest amateur golfers tournament in the world.
All right, let's get ready to tee it up from the World Golfers Championship here in Thailand. We're at the grand opening ceremonies where every country's flag will be presented. Let's get ready to have some fun this evening. All right, here with Parker Smith right now, who is Master of Ceremonies, Well, you're like the voice of the World Golfers Championship.
I'm the potentate of voice, that's for sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
The World Golfers. You know what happened? I was in Spain last year. I happened to qualify and represent America, and they didn't have a voice. And so I said, you know what? I'll do a video, some stuff for you. And they liked it, and here I am, and here you are.
Yeah, and you're the Master of Ceremonies here at the gala ceremony this evening. It's going to be spectacular when all the flags come in this evening.
It is amazing. Last year in Spain, I was overwhelmed by it. I mean, there were the countries they parade in with the captains, or sometimes they choose the youngest member, like Spain, is their flag's going to be carried tonight by the youngest player ever to play in this tournament in 16 years. He's only 15 years old. And not only that, he's in the 6 to 10 handicap. He's not a high handicapper either. He's a good player.
All right, so you know who Parker is. He's been around the game of golf for a long time. You're a great golfer. You've been involved in the industry for a long time. But this event, I know, is special to you. It's incredible.
It's an incredible event. I used to produce publishers' conferences where I'd have people from a bunch of countries all in the media, and we'd go somewhere. And that was a very special thing. But that wasn't a competitive event. And this is where amateurs, from all the way up to a 21, 25 handicapper, comes in and plays for their country, for God's sake. I mean, there's nothing like it in the world. It's a very, very special thing. And the people who are playing here this week, they are going to feel right there in their little throat on the final 2 days. It's amazing what the feeling they're going to have of representing their country and trying to compete and trying to win for their own, national world championship and their team championship.
Yeah, and I've been amazed as we've talked to the people that it hasn't been about, oh, me. It's been about the team concept.
Yeah, the team thing is the big deal. Indonesia won last year, and believe me, the guy who's the captain of Indonesia, who I just talked to again, he was so proud to be back here and be the defending champion team. And he doesn't have the same members of the team. That's also what's interesting, is that very, very rarely does somebody qualify a second time because it's so competitive. In Indonesia alone, they had 2,000 people trying to get to the 5 spots.
Is that right?
Yeah, in a little country like that. Not a little country, 14,000 islands, but a small golf country. It's not really a big golf country.
Hey, if you want your chance to play next year in South Africa, log on to this website for World Golfers Championships, and guess what? Organize an event for yourself, right? They're so easy to do.
Absolutely, and it's the most wonderful thing you could possibly achieve in your golf career. It'd be representing the United States, and everybody has a chance.
Get on there, right there at that website. Go do it. Go organize an event. They're fun.
Yes, they are.
All right, now you go master the ceremonies.
All right.
We'll be right back to the World Golfers Championship from Thailand. I'm out here looking for my Titleist. It's somewhere around here. The Hot Golf Show is presented by Golf Vacations Ireland. Sponsored by Cleveland Golf, Costa Rican Golf Adventures, Reno, Tahoe, Golf the High Sierras, and Golf San Antonio, Texas.